Something felt off this morning. You stood at that mirror, looked directly at yourself, and everything was technically fine. And still, something wasn't right. You couldn't name it. That feeling has a name. And it is your haircut. Not your face. Not your age. Your haircut. Most women over 50 are walking around with a cut that is quietly working against every single feature they have. Pulling the eye in the wrong direction, flattening cheekbones that deserve to be seen, and adding years that have nothing to do with time. It takes less than one salon visit to fix. But first, you have to know which cut is actually doing the work for you, and which one has been costing you 4 to 6 years every single morning. There is one moment in part 4 that most women tell me stops them completely. I am not going to say more than that. But I mean it, part 4. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work immediately. Today we are covering 5 haircuts that make older women look younger after 50, and by part 3, you are going to want to stop and look in the mirror. I mean it. Part 1 opens with the cut that almost every woman I speak to has tried, and most don't realize what it is actually doing to their face. Part 2 delivers a fix so quietly effective that a stylist I spoke to last month called it her most requested consultation. Part 3 surprises most people. Part 4 is the one that lands hardest. Part 5 closes with something you can walk into any salon and request by name today. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1. The blunt bob that is quietly boxing you in. You have had the bob before. Maybe more than once. It is clean. It is familiar. It photographs well, or so you thought. Here is what nobody said out loud. The blunt bob, cut straight across at jaw length, is one of the most aging cuts a woman over 50 can wear. And the reason is specific. It is not about the length. It is about the line. That straight horizontal line. The one that runs perfectly level across your jaw. Creates a visual shelf. And that shelf does something precise and unkind to the face. It cuts the jawline into the frame, draws the eye downward, and visually compresses everything above it. Your cheekbones red flatter. Your eyes look lower. Your face looks wider at the jaw and shorter from forehead to chin. This specific choice is pulling the eye downward, which flattens your cheekbones and adds at least 4 years to how your face reads in any light. This is the one a friend of mine heard and immediately called her stylist. There is a reason this particular cut is so hard to diagnose on yourself. Because the bob is so culturally associated with polish and put-together elegance. Audrey Anna, every magazine cover from 1995, that it feels like the right answer. It looks intentional. It reads as confident. And so year after year, women walk into salons and ask for exactly the thing that is working quietly against them. The fix is specific. You are not abandoning the bob. You are adjusting the line. Ask your stylist for a soft graduated bob, sometimes called a stacked bob, where the back is cut slightly shorter and the front panels fall longer, angling gently toward the jawline rather than bluntly meeting it. That diagonal movement breaks the horizontal shelf. It redirects the eye upward and outward. Your cheekbones come forward again. The jaw reads softer. Your face lifts. Not because anything changed, but because the line is now working with gravity instead of underlining it. The second adjustment, texture. A single-length blunt bob has no movement. Ask for piece-wide ends, light point cutting at the tips, so the hair moves when you turn your head. Movement creates the illusion of volume. Volume creates the illusion of lift. Lift creates the illusion of youth. Not youth in years. Youth in energy. That is what you are after. If you are still reaching for the blunt jaw-length bob every appointment, swap it for a soft graduated bob that angles forward. The difference on camera alone is remarkable. Maintain this cut every 6 to 8 weeks. The graduation loses its shape quickly, and when the angle softens, the shelf returns. Keep the appointment. Coming up next, the one swap that takes 30 seconds to request and changes how your entire face reads on camera. Most women have never heard it named. Part 2. The cropped layer that is collapsing your crown. Bold statement, and I mean it. Short layers cut too close to the crown are one of the fastest ways to flatten a mature face. And almost nobody in this space says it plainly. Here is what is happening. As we move through our 50s and beyond, the hair shaft itself changes. It becomes finer. The follicles shift angle. Natural volume at the crown, that beautiful lift above the head that creates height and elongation, starts to decrease on its own. This is not failure. It is biology. But it means that when a stylist cuts short choppy layers across the top, they are removing the last architecture your hair has for creating lift. The crown collapses. The head reads rounder. The face looks shorter and wider than it actually is. This specific layering choice is flattening your crown and visually shortening your face, which adds years to how you read in every photo taken above eye level. I need you to hear this one. Stay with me. The insight that changes everything here is this. You do not need more layers. You need longer layers, placed correctly. The distinction sounds small. It is not small. A long layer, one that begins at the crown and cascades down rather than sitting chopped across the top, creates movement, not flatness. The hair lifts slightly as the layer falls away from the scalp, creating the natural volume that shorter layers destroy. This is exactly what stylists mean when they talk about a long layered crown cut. And it is the single most requested adjustment in consultations for women over 50. There is something about this fix that nobody tells you until you have already been flattened by the alternative. Here is the exact phrasing to use at your next appointment. Write this down. I want long layers that lift at the crown and fall rather than sit. No short choppy layers across the top. I want the crown to have volume. That is it. 3 sentences. Any skilled stylist will know exactly what you mean. The second thing to request. Ask for a blow dry with a round brush, lifting the roots at the crown in the opposite direction of growth before setting them down. This takes under 2 minutes and adds visible height. If you use a diffuser, tilt your head forward while drying. It uses gravity to build volume at the crown rather than flatten it. If you are still leaving appointments with short choppy layers lying flat across the top, swap it for long crown layers that cascade and move. The lift alone will change how your face reads in every photograph. Maintenance tip. Use a volumizing mousse applied at the root while hair is damp. Not a spray, not a serum. A mousse grips the root and holds the lift your layers are trying to create. The next mistake is the one I see most often, and the most expensive one to fix if you leave it too long. Part 3 is next. Part 3. The overgrown fringe that is hiding your best feature. Have you ever looked at a photograph of yourself and thought, why do I look tired in this? Everything else is right. The lighting is fine. The outfit is fine. But something around your eyes looks heavy, shadowed, like the energy is being pressed down. Most of the time, the answer is the fringe. Not the fact that you have one. The fact that it has grown past the point where it lifts you and crossed over into the point where it sits on the brow, creates a horizontal band across the upper third of your face, and swallows the feature that is most powerful for communicating youth and vitality, your eyes. This specific fringe length is sitting on your brow line, casting shadow across your upper face, and closing off the eye area, which adds at least 5 years to how you read in natural light. I watched a woman in a salon chair last week. Stunning bone structure, perfect posture, and her fringe had grown exactly 2 centimeters past where it was serving her. She kept asking the stylist to just clean it up. She didn't know what she was actually asking for. The eye area is where the face communicates energy, alertness, and presence. A heavy fringe presses that area down. It dims it. It is the equivalent of putting a half-drawn blind in front of the most beautiful window in the room. This is the one most women have been meaning to fix for 6 months. There are 2 directions to go from here, and both are correct. The choice depends on your face shape and what you want your face to do. Direction 1. The soft side-swept fringe. This is the most universally flattering option for women over 50, because it opens the eye area completely on one side, creates diagonal movement across the forehead, which visually lifts the brow, and adds a sense of softness without any sharpness. Ask your stylist to cut it so the fringe sweeps across the forehead and clears the brow entirely on one side. Not a severe sweep, a natural, effortless one. Direction 2. The curtain fringe. This is the softer, more current option. The fringe is parted gently at the center and falls in 2 soft curtains on either side of the forehead, sitting above or just grazing the brow, never sitting on it. It frames the face symmetrically, creates a natural lift in the center of the forehead, and opens both eyes equally. For women with higher foreheads or strong cheekbones, this is extraordinarily flattering. If you are still wearing an overgrown fringe that sits heavy on the brow, swap it for a soft side-swept fringe or a curtain fringe trimmed just above the brow line. The difference in how open and bright your eyes read is immediate and visible to everyone in the room. Maintenance tip: fringe shape requires a trim every 3 to 4 weeks. Not a full appointment, just a quick fringe cut, often free at mini salons. Book it in advance. It is the smallest appointment, and the one that makes the biggest difference. I didn't expect part 4 to be the one people message me about most, but it always is. Part 4, the pixie cut that is too tight for your face shape. Here it is. The one that lands hardest. The pixie cut has a reputation for bold, youthful energy, and when it is right, it is genuinely transformative. There is a version of the pixie that lifts every feature, sharpens the jawline, and makes a woman look lighter and more alive than she has in years. But there is another version, and that version is everywhere. It is the pixie cut that has been taken too short at the sides, clipped tight to the ear, sometimes with the back tapered almost to the nape, while the top is left slightly longer. This creates a specific shape, a narrow, compressed silhouette around the face. And for women over 50, that shape is doing something very specific and very unkind to the jaw, the cheek, and the overall facial frame. This tight pixie silhouette is removing all visual softness from the sides of the face, which makes the jaw read harder and wider, and adds visible tension to the overall frame. The opposite of what a great cut should do. Honestly, this is the thing I wish someone had said more clearly years ago, before so many women walked out of salons thinking short meant youthful by default. The key insight is this: a short cut does not automatically read as youthful. A short cut with the right volume in the right place reads as youthful. Those are two different things. A tight pixie that compresses the sides collapses the facial frame. A pixie with soft volume at the crown and gentle texture at the temples, what stylists sometimes call a textured pixie or a French pixie, expands the frame upward and creates the lift that actually communicates youth and energy. The power is in the volume, not the shortness. Yes, that's simple. The specific request: tell your stylist you want a textured pixie with volume at the crown, soft feathering at the temples, and no tight clipper work at the sides. Ask them to leave enough length at the sides to create movement rather than compression. If your face is round or square, ask for extra height at the crown specifically. This counterbalances the width and creates the elongation that makes the face red slimmer and more refined. If your face is oval or heart-shaped, you have the most flexibility. A slightly longer side panel with soft texture is extraordinarily flattering. The before and after here is one of the most dramatic in any cut category. If you are currently in a tight pixie that is sitting flat and compressed at the sides, swap it for a textured pixie with crown volume and feathered sides. One appointment is all it takes. Maintenance tip: the textured pixie needs a light pomade or texture paste worked through the crown while slightly damp. Not gel hardens. You want movement, not hold. There's one thing about the final cut in part 5 that nobody in this space talks about. That's next. Part 5, the long cut without shape that is draining your face. Here is the thing nobody says. Long hair after 50 is not the problem. Long hair without shape after 50, that is the problem. And it is the one that most women are not even aware they are carrying. Long, straight, one-length hair. Hair that simply grows down from the scalp with no layering, no movement, no deliberate shape, has a specific visual effect on the mature face. It pulls downward. It draws the eye from the hairline to the ends in one uninterrupted vertical line. And as it does, it takes everything with it. The cheekbones, the brow, the jaw, all of it gets pulled toward the floor. This unshaped length is pulling the eye directly downward along the sides of the face, which visually elongates the jaw, flattens the cheeks, and adds years that have nothing to do with your actual age. There is something about this specific mistake that most women miss, because they believe they are protecting their hair by keeping it long and uniform. They are not. They are removing the one thing that makes long hair youthful: movement. The fix is not cutting it short. I want to be clear about that. If you love your length, keep it. But give it shape. Specifically, ask for a long layered cut with face framing layers. This means the bulk of the length remains, past the shoulder, wherever you prefer, but soft layers are cut throughout to create movement. Most critically, face framing layers are cut to begin at the cheekbone and angle gently downward, falling alongside the face rather than hanging flat. These layers do something precise. They redirect the eye horizontally across the face rather than vertically down it. The cheekbones catch the light again. The jaw softens. The whole face lifts, visibly, immediately, measurably. The exact phrase for your stylist: I want to keep my length, but I need face framing layers starting at the cheekbone and long cascading layers through the rest of the hair. No blunt one-length cut. I want movement and lift. Any experienced stylist will know this immediately. 2 additional notes. First, if your hair is fine, add a light dry shampoo at the roots before styling. It grips the root and prevents the layers from lying flat by the end of the day. Second, a center part tends to emphasize length downward on most faces. A soft side part creates immediate asymmetry and breaks the vertical pull. It is a 30-second change with visible results. If you are still wearing long hair as a single unbroken length, swap it for a long layered cut with face framing. You will see the difference in the first photograph you take after the appointment. Maintenance tip: long layered cuts need a trim every 10 to 12 weeks to prevent the layers from growing together and losing their shape. When the layers merge, the movement disappears and the pull returns. What I'm covering in the next video. Most women find it even harder to hear, but it's the one that matters most. You just learned 5 specific haircuts, what they are actually doing to your face, why they age you, and exactly what to request instead. 5 cuts. 5 fixes. All of them walkable into any salon today. Boom. Your bone structure was always this stunning. Now it shows. Tell me in the comments, which of these 5 haircuts have you been wearing without realizing what it was doing to your face? I want to know. Next time, we are getting into the one makeup mistake that adds 10 years to even a perfect haircut. And it is not the one you would expect. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I'll see you in the next one.